Hi, can you tell how much my life is actually shambles? Like my skin's broken out, we're not looking cute right now. So first off, I'm going to use the PS Prep and Perfect Primer water. So this is meant to be like a dupe for the Smashbox water. So there's quite a few quick spritz. That spray is tragic. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Ordinary Full Coverage Foundation. I've pretty much eyeballed it online. Probably, oh no, none of this is going to match my skin tone because I've not got any tan. Shit. So we'll just blend. It's fine. So I'm going to be using, what brush am I going to be using? I'm not prepared at all in this video. I'm not going to lie, life's a bit of a shit show. That brush is dirty. So we're going to be using the Peaches and Cream PC26 brush. So I'm going to pop that, oh my god. I'm going to pop that on my face. I've not actually worn makeup in like the longest time. And considering I spend like a good portion of my wage on it, like every month, and like Clarana and Clear Pale, like my new best friends, I don't really wear it a lot, so like I feel like I'm gonna try and make a bit of an effort. So first off the bat, I would not say that's full coverage. I don't know if it's classed as like a buildable coverage or not, but definitely would not class that as full coverage. This won't be able to hide your mistakes in life, which to be fair with mine, I'd need some like pretty full ass concealer and fucking foundation together, never mind just the foundation. So with the foundation blended, I don't know if you can see or not, but it does give quite a nice luminosity to the skin. I wouldn't necessarily say it's full coverage because it's not really covered my breakouts, my under eyes, or like much on my forehead, but this is why concealer is like God's greatest invention. So I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I really like the original, it's just really drying. I got mine in the shade Light Peach. Oh, and the foundation was in shade I don't know, not gonna lie, I don't know, but I know it was quite a yellow tone, whereas the concealer, I kind of like eyeballed it. The concealer quite pink toned. I don't actually know how much of this to put on, so I'm just going to put on like a generous amount actually, considering that I'm not a big fan of that foundation. I know the original dries quite quickly. Oh, wrong brush. And apparently I'm hitting everything. So I'm just going to do a section at a time, and apparently the DMs are blowing up, so yeah. Oh, she cute! She cute. So I'm just gonna pat that into the skin, and it doesn't actually set as fast as the original one has, which I'm quite happy about. My phone is still blowing up. So I'm just gonna pop some of that around my nose, down the bridge, and the whole bottle of my forehead. So I'm using the Peaches and Cream PC27 brush. This is like my new favourite concealer brush. Like usually I just use the foundation brush, which is what I'm going to do, and I was like, oh, let's not do that. And I find that I can just get like, I don't know, I just like the brush. I like the brush. So that's covered up really well. Not quite covered that spot up. Whoever can come up with the best name for the spot, you know. So, and I'm going to set that with, I know the powders that work for me and I know the powders that don't. Pressed powders have always been my thing. So I'm going to use my Real Techniques brush in 100 Balls Metals, and I'm using the Maybelline Matte Maker, and I'm just going to set my face. Usually I use Rimmel London, shh, but I really like this so far. Oh, I didn't use a fucking putty primer. I'm such an idiot. I already put the foundation on. It's fine. We'll just have to do first impressions. It's fine. Fucking fuming. I'm absolutely fuming. I can't believe I've done that. So for my bronzer, I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild bronzer in shade, why does nothing say the shade? Oh, What shade of beaches? Never mind, we're just about to kick off then, never mind. And I'm going to use my new stippling brush from the Body Shop. It doesn't actually say which one it is, but it's like a duo fibre one. And I'm really liking using stippling brushes at the moment for my bronzer. So I'm just going to, in circular motions, using bronzer even though I've got absolutely no fake tan on at all. Fucking hell, I'm actually useless at this girl life. My nails are growing out, but I'm getting my hair done tomorrow. Again. I'm so bad with like YouTube content and things like that, because like it's not that I have a hectic life, it's just I procrastinate a lot and I'll put a lot of stuff off, and then it gets around to it, I'm like shit, should have done a video. That, and it's very rare that I actually do my makeup, so like I need to find like other things to film because I actually really like doing it. So it's gonna have to be definitely a new hobby, because at the moment my life's really up and down with work and everything. Because I feel like with this corona nobody knows what the fuck is going on. The day I don't hear coronavirus, I'm going to look that day. So I am going to use, actually I found this in Lidl. Anyone who lives in the UK, oh my god, how good is the Lidl brow products? They're literally dupes for the Benefit. It's absolutely amazing. So I'm going to be using the CN Brow Perfect brush and pen. So it kinda, I don't know if you can see, it's not like a really detailed one. So for my brows, I'm just going to brush them up. I've just done them, so they are quite dark. I've just tinted them, so hopefully I won't need to do much. You see that? It's like literally so good. I don't know when they're going to stop selling it, or if they're going to stop selling it, but I might actually have to stock up, because I feel like in every single video I've used my Primark pencil, which is like literally such a good pencil, but this, there's just something else about it. It just, like I'm quite lucky, I've got quite bushy brows anyway, but this just fills them in and like, oh, it's great, I love it. Fabulous. So I'm going to set that in place with my Collection Clear Mascara. And I'll do the other brow off camera, because this camera has a tendency of overheating, because it's such a small little, it's kind of like a vlogging camera. See, my brows look really blocky on video, but like they're actually not. And I'm going to go in and I'll carve my brows out with my Maybelline Age Rewind. And I'm going to use a different shaped brush. Instead of a flat one, I'm going to be using that quite a round one. And I just, it's only very subtle really how I carve my brows out now, unless I'm going out, which is rare. And to be fair, this brow pencil doesn't really, boom. Can you see the difference? You just sort of just lifts it a little bit compared to this one, lifts it and fills it. So that's all I really do for brows. So I'm going to do the other brow off camera and I'll be right back. So brows are done, so I'm going to go into my Benefit Cheek Parade palette and use the Hoola shade with my Real Techniques brush in 300. It's meant to be a blush brush, but no. And I put way too much on there, so I'm just going to, and I'm just going to contour my cheeksies. And a little bit down my nose. I'm going to go in with a different brush. Which brush you may ask, I don't know. My Revolution Dual Fibre brush in F103, and I'm going to use the California shade in that palette. So the brush shade, I'm going to, and I'm going to put Dandelion over the top and just blend it back onto the cheekbones and a little bit over the nose and on the chin. Everywhere apparently. Onto eyes, so I'm going to be using my Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I'm just going to zoom in. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and do some sort of a wing liner look, and I'm going to use the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH37 brush. I'm going to grab the shade Raw Sienna. I'm just going to pop that through my crease. So I'll do one eye on camera and then one eye off, like I did with the brows. I'm just going to go into circular motions. I've not actually put makeup on in so fucking long. Like, in so long. And like any makeup I've done has been like really, really natural. My phone's blowing up. Still, so people seriously need to chill the fuck out. It's such a pretty colour. These shades, this is like my first ABH palette. They are amazing. So worth your money. It is insane. It is insane. So I'm going to take the shade Cypress Umber, and I'm going to take it on a little bit of a smaller brush. I'm going to use this MSQ one that I got off eBay. It's like really, really small. I'm going to just take the shade Cypress Umber and just on the outer corner. And through the crease. Just to deepen it up ever so slightly. To the brow bone. And I'm going to go back in the Raw Sienna and just underneath the lash line. And just meet that darker shade. Just to wing it out ever so slightly. And I'm going to go back in with Cypress Umber, and I'm going to get a flat brush like that, and I'm going to just right underneath stamp that on. I'm only going to stamp it halfway and then just bring that down a little bit and then out. I'm going to do it same again on top. So I'm kind of creating like a liner effect almost. Not that you'll be able to see it when I put lashes on, but you know, the thought's there. Like that. Fab. So, and I'm going to take a little bit of concealer, just not back of my hand, so I'm just going to use NA. So I've got the MUA Pro Base Full Coverage Concealer. And just pop a little bit on the back of my hand. And I'm going to take a small brush, like a really small detail brush, and I'm just going to sharpen that line up like that. And then I'm just going to blend it into my under eye just to make sure that that line looks like it's not come from nowhere. Like that. So can you see how it's quite sharp? So, like that. And then I'm going to take the Tempera shade, which is the lighter shade. I'm going to get a flat pack brush, and I'm just going to on the inner corner, just to help brighten that back up a little bit. Like that. That looks so shit on camera, I feel, but you know. Hey ho, what are you going to do? So I'm going to go and do the other eye off camera, put some mascara on, and I'll be back for lashes. So I have finished the eyes, so I put a little bit of brown eyeliner on, and I kind of just like give it a bit of a cat eye effect. I'm a bit late to the game. So I'm going to be using the Golden Gatsby 3D Forming Lashes from LA Splash. I've used these ones before, and I'm using them again because I didn't want to use like a really, really bold lash, and then for like the eyeshadow to not come through, so like there won't be any point in me putting it on. If that's if I can actually get into the little focus, because like my nails are in the way. I'll get my tweezers, and I'm just going to peel these off, and I'm using my Duo Lash Glue, and I need to get some more because I don't like the smell of this at all. So I'm just going to pop some of that on both lashes and wait for them to go tacky. So I'm just going to make sure these go tacky. So as always, I'm going to be doing a nude on the lips. And I'm going to actually try the Rimmel London Lasting Finish lip liner in Cappuccino, because that's like one that I've never tried before, and like they seem like such nice lip liners in other colours. I've not waited for that to dry at all. Holy shit, I forgot how hard this is. So fucking pretty, these lashes. I think you can get these ones on Beauty Bay. If not, I believe they've got their own website. I got these in a glossy box and they're like some of my favourite lashes, so beautiful. So lashes are now on. How pretty are these? I'll just zoom in so you can have a real nosy. So pretty. I've never actually done anything like this style of makeup before, and I'm actually living for it. So I almost forgot highlighter. Who am I? I do not know. So I'm going to be using my new fave, which is the Ofra Rodeo Drive, and I'm going to be using my Peaches and Cream PO3 brush. Look how small it is. These have been on sale recently for like £9 on eBay, and oh my god, get them. So I'm just going to pop some of that on. Can you see the glow? This ring light is like the best thing since sliced bread. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Like, can you see this? A little bit on the nose. I'm really messing with my highlighter because I feel like it just gives, I won't say natural because like there's nothing natural about highlighter. No moustache. A little bit on the chin and a touch bit more down the bridge of my nose. Can you see the glow? Oh my god, it's beautiful. Fucking beautiful. So for lips, I'm going to be using my Rimmel London Cappuccino lip liner. I'm just overlining a little bit because my lips have gone down. It's quite a dark lip liner. Didn't expect that. So I'm going to be using my Rimmel London Stay Matte. I feel like this one won't go, so I might actually use a different one. I should be back in a minute. So instead of that, I'm actually going to be using the Jeffree Star Liquid Lip in Leo. Never actually used this before. It's a little dark, but oh, okay. Got too much. Might have to lighten that. I actually do like that, but it's a bit too dark for me, so I'm lighting it with a gloss, to be honest. So I'm going to use the PS High Gloss. I'm just going to actually, that's not too bad now, it's set. I took that off, I just weren't a fan of that at all. And I've also taken my hair down because I didn't know if that were a factory. I thought like a fucking egg and knocks my hair up. So I'm going to be resorting to my go-tos. I'm going to use my Morphe lip liner in the shade Sweetheart. That's blunt as fuck, so like my replies. I'm not going to overline too much this time. I don't know what that word, I just didn't like it, I like feeling it. I'm going to be using Jeffree Star again in Mannequin. That is better. Do not even lie to me, that is better. If you prefer the dark lip, then at least you know how the look looks with the dark lip. So, winner chicken dinner. So everybody, this is the finished look. I would do hair, but like, she's greasy. We're getting it done tomorrow and I'm getting like bleach and things like that, so like I don't actually want to disturb anything. So this is the finished look. So we've got a really nice sort of like a winged out cat eye, fox eye, whatever. Nude lip. Of course, we've got the banging highlighter. Not too keen on that foundation, even though it did say it's full coverage, it wasn't full enough. I had to mainly rely on the concealer. But all in all, loved every single product. Even loved the Jeffree Star Leo lip. It was too dark for me. I don't know what it were. I'm just not feeling it today. So yeah, this is the finished look. So thank you everybody for watching my video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! I just had lipstick on my teeth, so I apologise if you can see that. I didn't wipe it off. Oh my god. Why is my life a shit show?